Join me as I dive into the future of HOLO stock and try to predict what's next for its price. HOLO stock has been on many investors' radars lately, and for good reason. The company has been making waves in its industry, and its stock price has been reflecting that. But with any investment, there's always uncertainty about what's to come. That's why I'm here to break down the current state of HOLO stock and try to predict what's next. One of the biggest challenges facing HOLO stock right now is market volatility. We've seen some wild swings in the stock price recently, and that's got investors on edge. Another challenge is industry competition. There are a lot of other companies vying for attention in this space, and HOLO needs to stay ahead of the curve. The company is also dealing with some regulatory hurdles, which can be a major headache for investors. And let's not forget about the economic uncertainty that's affecting the entire market. It's a tricky time to be investing. The regulatory environment is really uncertain right now, and that's causing some investors to get nervous. There's also been some news about HOLO's financials that has investors scratching their heads. On top of that, the industry as a whole is going through some changes that could impact HOLO's business model. I'm keeping a close eye on how all these factors play out. Recently, there have been some interesting developments that could impact HOLO stock's trajectory. The company just released its latest financial report, which showed some promising growth. There have also been some expert opinions circulating about the company's potential for long-term success. Some analysts are predicting a major upswing in the stock price, while others are more cautious. I've been digging into the data, and I've got some insights to share. One of the most compelling things I've found is that HOLO's revenue is growing at a faster rate than its competitors. The company's also been investing heavily in research and development, which could pay off in the long run. Another key data point is the company's strong brand recognition. That's something that can really drive growth. And despite some short-term challenges, I think HOLO's got a solid foundation for long-term success. In terms of predictions, I think HOLO stock is poised for some major growth. The company's got a lot of momentum on its side, and I think it's going to continue to innovate and adapt to changes in the market. Of course, there's always risk involved with any investment, but I think HOLO's got a good chance of outperforming its competitors. To recap, we've covered the current challenges facing HOLO stock, recent news and expert opinions, and some key data points that could impact its future. The main takeaway is that HOLO's got some major potential for growth, but it's not without its risks. If you've got thoughts on HOLO stock, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish on its future? Also, if you want to dive deeper into the world of investing, check out my other video for more insights.